Noticed when I was editing, excuse me, my bad. So I noticed when I was editing, I didn't start the video off. So, alright, what's up, y'all? Y'all probably gonna see some words and some text and stuff. Read that if y'all want to. I mean, y'all don't got to, but read probably like the third or second one, to be honest. Read the second one, yeah. But well, if you want a clue on how light his eyes was, you gonna understand when you watch it. But if you want a clue on how light his eyes was, read the second one. It's gonna be down there. It's gonna be an arrow. Well, it's gonna be in yellow text. It's gonna be an arrow pointing to the left one. I can just tell y'all how light his eyes is. Let me stop, man. Anyway, his eyes is like that light. Y'all see that light at the bottom? Y'all probably can't see it real good, but that light at the bottom right there, his eyes that light. So, but this just a starter, since I know this ain't even start the video off. So, what's up, y'all? This my first video, and I want to know if it was good or not. So be honest in the description, and please show support if you like this. If you like this video, I'm gonna be posting consistently if I even see one subscriber. So keep me updated. Like the video, comment, or subscribe. Do any one of them, but please do all of them. But at least do one of them for me to know that you were there.
Just still singing happy days. I just popped the G6, I'm in my happy place. She was tripping, had to ask her what pick you take. I can make your little bitch just wanna percolate. Sex first, then we can have an after date. Gave me head to my shit, I'm decapitated. Look me in my eye and do I'm that nasty face. Make it rain in the club like a nasty day. Told him that I'm coming on.
This probably like the fifth tape, to be honest. But I'm doing a what if called What If Deku Was a Technopath. So let's get started. When Deku was born, his eyes were blue, but not regular blue. That was like light blue, like really light blue. So his mom thought that was his quirk or something. But 5 years later, the lights in the house started flickering. So Inko went to check out Deku, and his eyes were lighter than ever. And it really like the sun type of light or something like that. Not really the sun, but you know when you look up at the sun from where you are now, and it like mess with your eyes. That's how light it was. So continuing, his eyes were really bright. So Inko took him to the Quirk doctor, and the Quirk doctor said his quirk was Technopath. And so, hold up, and it was like, hold up, I need some water. I'm back. So, continuing, his quirk Technopath meant that he could control any form of technology if he trained his quirk enough. So, moving forward, damn, I didn't even mean to do that. So, moving forward, Deku was still bullied because he could only flicker the lights and stuff, and that wasn't nowhere near as cool as Bakugo could do. So 2 years later, he look, I'm not even cutting this out. I'm gonna leave it in. But anyway, so he trained on his quirk a lot on the past 2 years, and now he was able to control TVs and computers and phones. That was the only three things he could control, though. Nothing else. Well, he controlled basic things like my fan right here. I got a fan right here. He control that, and maybe basic technology, I guess. But well, not every basic technology. It's a lot of basic technology. So every time Bakugo messed with him, he just made his phone spark a little bit. But so people thought Deku was kind of villainous, so they stopped hanging around him and stuff. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people at his school thought he was villainous, so they stopped hanging around him. So let's say Deku's like really techno smart, like smart, really smart. So he made straight A's, well, straight A pluses. He got a 115% on his report card and stuff like that. But that doesn't really matter. So let's skip to when he's like 9. So when he's 9, he could actually control technology a lot better, because he started pushing his limits on his training. So he could control stuff like the robots and the UA exam. So he was really powerful at that point, but it was only like a quarter of the full power that he would have if he had his full power. So let's get into it. Get back into it. So he started taking Taekwondo classes and everything, and he was really good at it. But that's just a rebriefer. So let's go to the when he was in middle school, the last day in middle school. So they said that Deku, well, Zuko and Midoriya and Bakugo were and Kacha and Bakugo were applying for UA. So people started bullying on Deku, but Deku just turned the lights off in the classroom and kicked Bakugo in the face as Bakugo was trying to explode him and stuff. So Bakugo didn't explode his notebook like that before. So let's get to the sludge villain part. So sludge villain, I say Deku has these bombs, like flashbang. Okay, he had these flashbangs. So he would, when he in the sludge villain's body, he would take out a flashbang and cover his eyes and explode it, pretty much. So the sludge villain would let him out, since he does have eyes. And then All Might would come saying, "I am here," and stuff. Then he would put the sludge villain in a bottle like he did before, and Deku would give him his notebook saying, "Can you sign it?" Technically, since Deku, I say he's way more confident since he has a quirk and he's good at it and he trains hard with it. And his family says he's really powerful and stuff like that, so he's really confident. So he doesn't really really inspired by All Might like that, but he was inspired heavily on All Might before, so he wanted his autograph and stuff. So All Might flew off, but he still dropped the bottle, so it was like rushing because his time limit and everything. So Deku heard an explosion, and he went towards it. And Bakugo, when he saw Bakugo in the sludge villain's mouth, well, not mouth, pause, but in the sludge villain's body, pause. And anyway, I'll say Deku has like a bunch of different types of bombs. I'll put them in the description. But he has a bunch of different types of bombs, and let's see. For my fact, he threw a flashbang, another flashbang at the sludge villain. But the sludge villain knew to cover his eyes that time. So he threw a ice one. Well, not an ice one. Just he threw one that's metal that like turns into metal and stuff. Well, that turns into a disc, like the one Tron uses. You know, Tron is. Hold on, I'm about to pause the video and show you the. So he had one like this, but it wasn't really blue. So what the fuck? Oh, but it wasn't really blue or anything. So, oh yeah, hold up. His eyes were like this. Well, one of his fuck. What the hell, my nigga? One of his eyes were like this. Damn. One of his eyes were like this, and the other one was really light. But that one was glowing too. So anyway, yeah. So it was like that disc though, but it wasn't blue. And he in the space that was not filled in. It was filled in with like black, but the thing was all black, and it wasn't all black. The part that was blue was green, and it was like a dish that he would throw, and it would like it was really hard. It was really hard, so it wasn't really a bomb, but it was something that was controlled by Deku, since he had technology and stuff in it to make it hover and the speed and everything, so he could control the speed and all that. So okay, I'm gonna give a name to this stuff in the description. So okay, so they would say Deku saved. Well, Deku would hit the sludge villain in the eye with it, and the sludge villain would let Bakugo go, since his eye was literally sliced in half. But well, the disc was really sharp too, but his eye was really sliced in half. My bad. It was sliced in half, so he let Bakugo out with pain, because the pain was like it hurt too much technically. So anyway, but the pain hurt too much, so he had to let Bakugo out, and people were praising Midoriya or Deku for saving Bakugo, but Deku didn't really care. He didn't want to get praised. He just wanted to save Bakugo, even though he didn't really care for him. Bakugo was still a human being, so he saved him anyway. So Midoriya or Deku was going home, but All Might was following him. So All Might had asked him to be a success for One For All, and Deku took up the offer, but it didn't give him the strength or anything. It did give him the strength, but half of the strength was converted. Well, more than half was converted to, like, it was only a quarter of all my strength, but let's get into. So most of All For One was transferred into his technology or Technopath ability. So his Technopath ability was really amped up, so he could control the big bots by the end of the training. So you know the big boss in the UA exam. He was by the end of 10 months, he was able to like control him, and he has drones and stuff now. And he has like a bow staff, like the extendo bow staff thing, but it was made out of technology, and he could throw it and make it into his disc thingy. So he didn't have just the disc anymore. He had the bow staff that turned into the disc, and it probably could extend some more and some other things, but I'll write that in the description if you want to know. But okay, I'm gonna end this right here. I'm gonna get into the UA exams next part, I guess. Alright, so bye.